Hey there, Reverend Sully, Eric O'Sullivan, ordained on the internet. The caveat, as always, please do not burn your hands holding on to my hot takes. If you do, well, that's on you, pal. If it's Saturday, that means it's time for my Saturday Star Wars hot take. Why on Saturday? Because I got so much to say about Star Wars, it's best to do it once a week. Because YouTube needs another Star Wars channel like Boston needs another Irish pa. Today, my Star Wars love, which is I feel there's no future in Star Wars because it's from a long time ago, and nothing proves that more than Disney Plus content and the Disney direction. So something I was very lucky to buy in on at a great price a couple of years back. I was turned on to the J.W. Rinzler books. There are four of them. Jonathan Rinzler, God bless him, he's passed on just this past year. We lost him. And it's a great time to celebrate his contribution to Star Wars. He was given unprecedented access by George himself to make a comprehensive making of books for, beginning with Revenge of the Sith, which he then did a very, very awesome original trilogy series and a coffee book, a coffee table book format, such as this. This is the making of Star Wars. It's not A New Hope. It's not Episode 4. This is the making of Star Wars. This is a comprehensive, detailed history, biography of the genesis of the movie and about production notes and behind the scenes photos, drawings of designs and of sets and of unused plot points and of production photos from on sets and it's and of the special effects. It is one of the best things a Star Wars fan could get for themselves. And I don't want to show too much of this. You know, this has a retail price of $85. I got them for about $45 each on Amazon. But one thing I want to show you is something that the Disney sequels did not provide us as Star Wars fans, could not, and they just ultimately chose not to do this. Remember this always, but see this? Yeah. The Millennium Falcon cockpit. Everyone together in one shot. You know, we were denied this on purpose because Star Wars needed to be destroyed and recreated as a brand. And yeah, I mean, that's all there is to it. I mean, Disney Star Wars lacks the heart and soul that, you know, that what is the reason for us loving it in the first place. But just, here's another one. Here's the, this is the Rushes book. It's Wednesday, the 24th of March. And this is just shooting logs, production logs, and like how the story progressed and how Lucas was tinkering with the story and kept on tinkering with the story, if you can believe that. And, you know, there is no mention of Darth Vader as Luke's father in this. That's something that came about in Empire Strikes Back and leading up to it. There is no mention of Leia being the sister because that's something that came about on the road to Return of the Jedi. And just, there are many mentions of the original Starkillers and about how things were changed, even at the last minute. Mark Hamill said he was hired as Luke Starkiller. And then a couple of days before production began, no, the name is changed to Luke Skywalker now. And there's just, it's a great testament to the creative process. And another thing for me is the pictures of the production and of the sets and of the time and of the premiere and the behind the scenes, because I was alive during this time. I was a small child, and these pictures are a literal time machine to me. They bring me back to my childhood, to the scents, the smells, the fashions. Like these are the clothes that my parents wore, that my grandparents wore, that my aunties wore, that I wore. And everything is so familiar to me because I was there in the early 1970s, the mid 1970s, the late 1970s. I was a cognizant child. And for me, this is worth the money beyond the story of Star Wars, because it fills me with extreme nostalgia. And I simply love this book, The Making of Star Wars. I'm still reading it. It's a slow read for me, but it also puts me to bed at night too. I love reading this book. It's just full of the trivia that just would fuel the passion of our fandoms. And it's a reminder as well that J.W. Rinzler was denied this level of access for the sequel trilogies, the sequel trilogy movies, and probably because it's meant to hide the fact that there was no plan, that there was nothing but disorganized chaos behind the scenes, trying to get these movies produced and the story told, because they didn't have a story. George Lucas had a story. He had a great idea, and he had and he changed story beats, story characters, story values, but he kept to the skeleton of which he designed. There was no such plan in the Disney trilogy. None. And, of course, they didn't want Jonathan Rinzler to document the fact that they did not have a plan. And, yeah, I think that's an indictment in itself, that Disney did not want Rinzler involved. After this astounding success of his 4 books documenting the wonderful voyage of Star Wars, from idea to screen and everything in between, the actors, the casting, the special effects, the practical effects, the notes, what was used, what wasn't used, who had the influence in this. I mean, this is an amazing tale. It's a story in itself, and it's one that I enjoy, and I hope that you enjoy it too. I hope you can get yourself a copy of this, and if you're a Star Wars fan, as I am, this has a place in your collection and in your heart as well. Disney fans, you are more than welcome to come aboard anytime for real Star Wars. You're invited. Cheers. You have a great day, and may the Force be with you. You know what? If you like this kind of content, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. I'm a big lad. I can handle it. Leave a comment in the comments section. Do you have any of the Rinzler books? Do you love this kind of material? What do you feel about Rinzler being excluded from the sequel trilogies? I think it says everything for itself. And you know what? Give me a subscribe if you could be so kind. I'm an ordained minister, amateur theologian. I do spiritual things, spiritual videos. What got me started on being a spiritually independent person was Star Wars, and it was the Force. It really was. I'm not making that up. And I'm also a professional chef. I get cooking videos for you to elevate your home game with restaurant quality hacks, so you can share nutritious, delicious, and beautiful food with your loved ones. Breaking bread with your loved ones at a full table full of loved ones should not be taken for granted. I mean, we're never going to get these moments back, because eating alone is eating alone. But having supper with people you love, these are the things that make life so worthwhile. So God bless you, and may the Force be with you. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Thank you, George Lucas. Thank you, Marshall Lucas. Thank you, Gary Kurtz. Thank you, everyone involved in Star Wars, and thank you, Jonathan Rinzler. God bless you and rest in peace. Cheers.